We have Rally Reykjavik, the one and only international rally held in Iceland every year. The longest, toughest, most demanding race of the season. 3 days of notorious Icelandic twisting gravel roads. Stunning nature and fast drivers combine for a very good event. Here we see how this race would be. Day number 1, racing around Reykjavik. However, on day number 2, the competitors would move over to the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. And the third day, a very long and hard day, racing famous and hard stages and ending, as always, down Djúpavatn. Here we see the standings in the Icelandic Championship. Gunnar Karl with a good lead on Skafti. However, Skafti not driving the same kind of car. A lot less power in the AB class. There have been a lot of non-finishers this summer. Here we have Daniel Sigurðsson, multiple champion. He raced this Skoda for the first time on Icelandic ground. His co-driver, his 15-year-old daughter, and on day number 1, they took a very demanding lead. Here we are around the only Icelandic racetrack.
Þetta var rosalegur tíma á Djúpavatni.
Já, hann var góður vist í samanburði við hina. Já.
Og hver var lykillinn að þessum hraða? Er þetta bara bíllinn eða?
Já, þetta er bara bíllinn.
Þú kannt ekkert að keyra?
Nei, ég kann ekkert að keyra sko. Það er bara svoleiðis. Nei, þetta bara gekk vel upp og Erika sló sig alveg frábærlega í nóturlestri og og já, bara einhvern veginn rytmið var í lagi. Við gerum mistök á fyrstu leið en ekki á þessari og þannig að þegar það er góður fílingur þá er tíminn góður.
Þannig að framtíðin er björt hérna næstu daga?
Já, þetta er bara að vera skemmtilegra sko.
Now let's hear from Gunnar Karl Jónasson in a new car.
Er þetta engin áhætta heldur að skipta bíl á miðju tímabili?
Það er það sko, en þetta er nýrri bíl þannig að ég er að vona að hann bjóði upp á nútímalega aksturseiginleika.
Gunnar Karl was also driving with a new co-driver, George Quinn. However, they ran into problems right away and picked up a puncture on Djúpavatn. Big rock there. And that's the rear tire.
Gunnar, sprengtir á Djúpavatni?
Já, því miður. Þetta gekk rosalega vel helminginn á leiðinni en svo þegar við vorum hálfnaðir þá komum við smá hæð og það var steinn innan í beygjunni og gott að við sprengtum aftan þannig að við gátum klárað.
Gunnar Ingwin ended the day in 4th. However, it was worse for Henning and Árni. Not a lot has been going well for him after their win in Hólmavík. However, everything else has been big trouble. They need to retire on day number 1, came back into the rally on day number 2, but need to retire again on day number 2 with broken steering.
Hvað er aðofni? Það fór hjá okkur stýrisendi hérna niður frá, lentum út af eftir það og við erum að reyna að keyra en hann er brotinn.
It's broken. Here they are on stage trying to fix the car. However, that did not go well for him. They did return on day number 3. However, they finished last. Number 4 in this race, Ragnar, Bjarni and Bragi, also driving a Mitsubishi Lancer. They won the first race of the season, however they have not finished a race since. There's been a lot of retirements all summer. However, they finished the first day in 2nd place. And here we have Baldur Arnar and Heimir. They have been having a troublesome summer. A lot of retirements. However, they were 3rd after day number 1. Here we have Magnús and Arnar. They picked up a puncture on Djúpavatn as well. Here we have Páll Halldór and Jóhannes.
Þessi bíll vann nú síðustu keppni, það setur það ekki leiðilega pressa á þig?
Jú, það er smá pressa, en Það hefur ekkert áhrif á mig, ég hef lent verið pressur þetta. Hér erum við að hafa gaman og njóta og bara gleðilega hátíð.
Yep, Páll Halldór and Jóhannes last raced in rally in the year 2000. They were Icelandic champions in 1998. They were, well, making a return.
Þið voru að nota 20 ára gamla nótur af djúpavatninu, hafði leiðin eitthvað breyst?
Nei, hún eins.
Alveg eins?
Nákvæmlega eins, virkuðu perfekt.
20-year-old notes, and they worked. Here we see the standings. Daniel with a very good lead after day number 1. Now let's move over to the AB class, which is non-turbo four-wheel drive cars. Here we have Óskar and Halldóra. However, they needed to settle for 3rd place on the first day. First place after day number 1, Skafti and Gunnar. However, it did not come easy.
Hvað vandamálið?
Það sprungu forðabúrin af demburunum. Hraðtengi bara gaf sig.
Og töpuðu miklum tíma á þessu?
Nei, ekki neitt. Tókum eftir þessu bara og maður græði þetta.
3rd to start were Ívar, Örn and Ólafur. However, like we can see here, they were struggling with mechanical problems. They managed to fix it and return. However, on day number 2, they had a puncture. And day number 3, the car completely broke down. Garðar Gunnarsson and Hörður Birgisson, they raced in Super Impreza. They rolled this car in the last race. And here we have Jósef Heimir and Hjaltisnær. They were up to P2 in class. A lot faster this race than they have been all summer. It's their first year rally. Here we have a Toyota RAV. New driver for this race, and they need to learn it a little bit. Let's see the standings in the AB class. Skafti and Gunnar lead, Jósef and Hjalti 2nd, and Óskar and Halldóra 3rd, even though they lead the Icelandic Championship before the race. Now here we see the stages again for day number 2. There are shorter stages in the afternoon, long stages in the morning, glacial valleys. So the starting order for day number 2 gets reordered. Skafti first in the AB class. They were driving consistently, and that is what you need in Rally Reykjavik, and therefore they had built up a very good lead after the 2nd day. Jósef and Hjalti, they need to hand over the 2nd place to Óskar and Halldóra. They caught them during the first track. However, by the end of the day, they had fallen down to 4th place. Óskar and Halldóra, they were driving fast, and that could be seen here. Too fast, maybe. Losing time on Skafti. And here's the 2nd off. And nicely done by Óskar that his mistakes always happen in front of our cameras. We especially request that of all our drivers. Halldór and Óskar managed to keep up 2nd place.
En það hefur sýnt í morgun, ég hef verið að yfirkeyra mig mjög reglulega, en það hefur sloppið hingað til. En við náðum nú að tempra okkur svona aðeins á síðustu 4 liðum.
En svona þessi aksturstíl mun ekki skila miklum árangri á skjaldbreiðinni eða það?
Því ég náttúrulega ekki að horfa bara á það sem að þú horfir á, sko.
Það er eina sem ég hef séð.
Það er rétt. Nei, þetta hefur gengið fínt. Við tókum góða tíma bæði í Berserkjarauninu og seinni ferðinu Skíðsholti. Og jú, þetta er bara morgundagurinn, sjá hvað gerist.
Garðar Gunnarsson and Hörður, they rolled their Subaru the 2nd race in a row. However, again, car landed up on its wheels. So they could continue. Mainly cosmetic damage.
Garðar, þú tekur þína venjulegu veltu bara eins og í síðasta rally?
Þetta komið þrenna og svo velti ég rallycrossi þar á undan sko. 3 keppnir eru alltaf velta. Þetta bara hefð.
Og þú ert mjög góður í þessu, lendir alltaf á hjólunum.
Já, ég skil ekki hvað að tefja alltaf þessu guttar. Þetta bara að halda áfram.
Og hvernig æxlaðist þetta?
Þetta var bara náttúrulega eins og alltaf klaufaskapur. En þetta var aðeins, við vorum aðeins svona meiri ferð heldur síðast. Skemmtuna aðeins meiri. En þetta bara, bara smá misskilningur í áhöfn.
Guðjón and Héðinn, they were driving fantastically on this second day in the RAF. The stage is pretty rough, and that might just work out well for this crossover. They managed to work their way up to 3rd for this day. However, Josef and Hjalti were only 4 seconds behind. Here we can see the standings. Now let's move back to the powerful cars. Here we see Daniel and Erika. They picked up a puncture on stage number 2 and lost all their lead. Their jack stand not working as it should, trying to fix the puncture. Lost the first place for a short while to Ragnar. However, Daniel and Erika picked it up again. Here we see Ragnar, Bjarni and Bragi picked up first place for a short while. However, they were driving well in second. These two not really thinking about racing. Daniel, they know the cars are not similar, more fighting with Baldur and Heimir from Subaru. That was going well for Ragnar and Bragi. Baldur and Heimir could not catch them. Both crews driving fast, but not fast enough to catch. 38 seconds between them on day number 2. Gunnar, Karl and Gwyn, they started hitting trouble. They were driving very fast. However, on the 3rd stage, the gearbox gave away. Let's watch. Here's Gunnar going to change gear up to 3rd, and nothing happens. Tries all gears, but nothing's happening. And that's game over with the broken gearbox.
Hvernig var tilfinningin að horfa þinn eigin bíl keyra fram hjá þér, þú stopp út í kanti?
Það var ekki góð tilfinning.
Sérstaklega náttúrulega þú leiðir Íslandsmótið.
Já, og þessi bíl hefur reynst mér mjög vel, þessi Subaru, en maður hélt að þessi væri allt í hann nýpreppaður og allt, sko, en þetta getur svona gerst fyrir hvern sem sko.
Auðvelt að vera gáfaður eftir á?
Já, nákvæmlega, sko, en það er alveg ekki búið, og Raggi þarf að klára til þess að ná mér í stigum, þannig að við sjáum hvað gerist.
Unlucky for Gunnar Karl. And like we already said, this is the car that Gunnar Karl won the last rally on. However, he decided to race his Evo instead. Now, Páll Halldór and Jónas kept picking up the pace, and we're up to 4th place. Magnús and Arnar, they were a bit wild on this second day. Already had a big roll this summer. However, this was not really giving them a good time, and on day number 3, they had a very big roll and had to retire. Here we see the standings after day number 2. Daniel and Erika, good lead again.
Daniel, já, þú mistir fórskotið þitt niður í hádeginu en ert búinn að vinna aftur upp gott fórskot.
Já. Þetta var bara, þetta tjakksólan okkar var bara stutt og laggott, sko. En hérna, það var leiðilegt að það skildi kosta okkur 3 mínútur.
Það er gaman að hafa smá ævintýri í þessu.
Já, ég meina, þú veist, við höfum bara haldið áfram það sem við byrjuðum að gera, keyra okkar hraða og reyna bara að bæta í okkar leið og það er bara æðislegt og hún skemmt okkur alveg konunglega.
Baldur, þú ert það fyrir 38 sekúndum á eftir Ragnari Bjarna, nærðu hann á morgun?
Já.
Ekkert flóknar en það?
Nei, við ætlum að reyna.
Ragnar, þú ert með, 38 sekúndar fórskot á Baldur en það eru margir kílómetrar eftir.
Já, það eru allavega 2 leiðir sem eru mjög krefjandi eftir, langa leiðir, 40 km hvor.
Geturðu allt gæst þar?
Já, eiginlega. Mjög grófa leiðir, hætta á því að sprengja og ef við sprengjum þá er þetta alltaf bara farið leið, sko, þannig að þetta verður svona, það getur alltaf ráðast á morgun.
The third and final day, the toughest of the 3, especially these 2 runs up and down Skjaldbreið. A very demanding track. And once again, Daniel Erika lead the pack away. Here we see this road, one of the toughest, if not the toughest, track or course in Iceland. They picked up 2 punctures and picked up a puncture on the final stage as well, which meant that they had to settle for 3rd in the race. However, Ragnar, Bjarni and Bragi, they were supposed to pick up the lead, but as you can hear here, the car is not running as it should.
Ragnar, þú í vélasalnum eitthvað að?
Við göngum bara á 3, búin að gera það bara nánast í allan dag.
En ert samt með eitthvað það byrju 40 sekúndar fórskot á Baldur?
Já, eitthvað svolítið. Hann var í einhverjum vandræðum yfir líka. Þannig að það er bara spurning hvort hann sé góðinn í lag eða ég. Ég er allan ennþá bilaður, þannig að það er 2 leiðir eftir.
2 leiðir eftir. Ef þið náið ekki að gera við þetta, nærðu að halda þessu fórskondi?
Efast það. Við þurfum að slá verulega, sko. Það er engi kraftur í honum.
Þá ætlaði ekki að trufla þig?
Ekki máli, takk.
No power. Baldur Arnar Hjalti also had some troubles on the first stage of the day. However, that did not really trouble them because Ragnar could not get the car fixed, and that means that Baldur became the youngest driver ever to win Rally Reykjavik.
Og hver var lykill að sigri í þessari keppni?
Já, strákarnir eru búin að vera rosalega duglegir að halda bílnum gangandi. Það er búið að vera vesen aðeins á honum og það virkaði og við náðum að klára alla 3 dagana og þá sérstaklega í dag það sem Raggi lenti í vesenni og við náðum að keyra fínt og já.
Rally Reykjavik once again proving to be a race of endurance. Skafti and Gunnar, they won the AB class and finished with style. However, for the championship there's only 1.5 point between Skafti and Óskar. And finished second, Josef and Hjalti. And they had to settle for 4th after a failure in the last stage of the day. So this Toyota RAV managed to finish on the podium in Rally Reykjavik. A fantastic event, and these guys will be fun to watch. One car was entered in the 2-wheel drive class. Rúnar and Johan driving this Ford Escort. They're doing it for fun. As you can see, looks fun. However, the car retired 3 times in this race and did not manage to finish. Here we see the standings in the Icelandic Championship. Ragnar Bjarni only a 1.5 points in front of Skafti. However, Heimir Snær leads in the co-driver championship. Páll Halldór Halldórsson and Jóhannes, they drove well. They kept picking up the pace throughout the whole race. however, retired on the final road section of this rally. A very disappointing way to retire. So that's a DNF. However, nice to see them return to rallying, and they headed to the UK to race the weekend after. Now let's hear from Daniel Sigurðsson about the Icelandic rallying and rally roads.
Daniel, what is so special about rallying in Iceland?
Probably we have the best stages in the world, mostly because of they are used every day. So that's why they are hard compact. Scenery is something that is unique as well. So they have two very good goals to tell them is the most beautiful country for rallying in the world.
And it's quite unique. We have no trees and, as you say, a unique landscape.
Well, we have trees. We just call them lava stones, and they are quite much more harder than the trees. But no, not to that. If you get lost in an Icelandic forest, then you just have to stand up and you find yourself.
Would you recommend rallying in Iceland to people who do rallies all around the world?
Whoever enjoys rallying will always be pleased with rallying in Iceland. It will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and experience for the one. So yes, definitely.
Good words to finish from Daniel Sigurðsson, multiple Icelandic rally champion. That concludes our season of motorsport from Iceland. This winter we will give you a good review of the Formula Off-Road Icelandic Championship. However, my name is Kristján Einar and thank you for this season.